Hello and welcome to 3D Hero. My name is Razak English here. You can just call me Abdul, or you can just call me Razaki. So this is the first video I'm doing on 3D modeling and animation, and I'm looking at several kinds of mobile phone applications that you can use for 3D modeling and animation. So first of all, this is I want to let you know that this channel is not only about 3D modeling and animation, just in case much later along the line you realize that I will have uploaded a video that is something totally different. So, just to let you know what kind of content this channel will exhibit, this will be a channel about everything to do with personal growth and development, because for me, art is not just work, but it's a means of expression, and it's also a means of personal growth and development. It's also a way of critical thinking and problem solving. It also helps one to understand logic and observation. It also improves your skills as a human being, as a student. Paying attention to detail is really awesome. Now, this video basically is about mobile 3D modeling animation software, or I should say applications. I don't know why that word is just escaped my memory right now. So this channel is about this video today. Today's video is about 3D modeling applications for the mobile phone, and just to let you know exactly the software that I'm using is, because I've got several of them on this phone, and this is actually the first time I'm looking at this one. I'm just going to tap the back button, and then we will have a look at the first mobile application I once used. Now, let's do that right now. So, going back to my my home screen, I want to show you the first mobile 3D modeling application that I used initially. So, here we go. It's called Space Draw. It's got this nice model and stuff, which looks like it looks like a sphere with extruded vertices. And so when you click on this, you've got a background here, not really a background, but a viewport which is black in color, and it has indications of freehand for freehand drawing, line for drawing lines, spline, arc, helix, rectangle, endgone, circle, sphere, quick inflect, screen, autoplane, grid, snap, author, and a few other icons there that you can use to manipulate your model. As you can see here, this is just a model that I attempted to make initially, and right now, as you can see, I am modeling. I've been modeling some lines there, just been drawing, and that's how it looks. Basically, I just wanted to attempt to see how it works, to remind myself about how this software functions. Because the first time I did that, I used this software. It was in 2000 and shall I say 14, I think, and I was so excited about 3D modeling and animation, but I never had a computer. I never had means to model things on a computer, and so I decided to download this application on Google Play Store, my Google Play Store. I was using the Ideas, the Android version 2.0. And it was really fantastic. I modeled a few things, and I'm just going to go to my Google Drive right now so that you can have a look at what exactly it is. I modeled a spaceship. Where is my Google Drive? Right there, right there. So on my Google Drive, I've got a whole lot of stuff. I'm just going to show you where that model is. Coming up. These are images of the thumbnails of some work that I've been doing with my computer. A little later I'll be telling you why I've used my mobile phone to do 3D modeling and animation, while after some time I upgraded to 3D modeling on computer. So I'll tell you why I resorted to this thing that will not really be very attractive for people who are used to modeling on computers. But as an artist, I would like to let you know that when you're doing something, and not only as an artist, but anyone that you are, whatever you're doing, you would like to have your work continuing no matter what happens. And that's why you will be advised to save your work on a on Google Drive or any other cloud storage service that you've got subscribed to, and you will be able to carry on with what you're doing even after technology fails you. You know, if your computer crashes, if your phone gets stolen, you can still sign into your online storage and just download your material and carry on another computer. So I was using Blender 2.79b. I think that was the last version of Blender 2.7, and it was very awesome because it's nearly industry standard. Actually, 2.8 is already out, and the release is going to be done officially in the course of this year. In August is when it's going to be done. I've not found my models on Google Drive, so I'm going to go to Photos, and that's gonna update that now. So I'm just going to scroll down and look for that model right here. Gladly, I just realized that Photos, which is a mobile, it's a mobile application on Google that you can use to store your photos, and it did a very good job. As you can see, this one here is an image from February, not February, it's from Friday, 16th of December 2016, and this is a screenshot of a spaceship I once modeled on SpaceDraw. So I was using a mobile phone called Samsung Galaxy. Was an Android version 4.2.2, and I just took a screenshot of this model that I made, and as you can see, I managed to put a few things here, basic shapes like a cylinder. It's just been turned into into this engine here, made a really huge wing and the docking area above the ship, and it was just a really crazy looking model. Let me see if I can find another one. I will explain to you exactly what the scene was. Let's see. Scrolling down. I got a whole lot of things here. Okay, let's carry on and see. Crazy pictures, cactus. We just moved into a place where there was cactus, and I just decided to take up my phone and take pictures of it. By that time, Samsung had a really good camera, and that's why I have it there. Okay, enough of that. The rest of this is just so crazy. That's SpaceDraw, which was my first mobile phone 3D modeling application. I've never found a 3D modeling animation application as a mobile phone, and I think the reasons are obvious, because I was just rendering on Blender so many models and animations into image and animations, and it took a whole lot of time to render them, and I think that's one of the things that fostered the crashing of my MacBook. It was really nasty, but life has got to go on. Just want to show you a few of the works that I've been doing so that you can have a taste of what exactly it was I was doing on Blender. And I'll also tell you a little bit about those models so that you will also understand the intensity of demand that your work as a 3D modeling artist will have on your machine. And also, as I look for those videos that I rendered on my MacBook using Blender 2.79, I'm going to tell you a little bit about history with okay, here we go. We'll start off with this without before I tell you about that little history. Let's see if it's gonna load. Yeah, fantastic. So it's loading. Uh-huh. So this is an intro that I made for DJ Tieska, and it's basically his model over some wintry landscape with those owls, and you can see Santa Claus over there. So it's what I made for him. It's just a 28-second long animation, very simple, very basic. It took me a very long time, and it took me, I think, an entire it's gonna sound really embarrassing, but I'll just say it. It took me a whole 1 month to model, and not really to model, but to render. Actually, modeling is really way faster comparing to the other tasks that you'll be carrying forward as a 3D modeling artist. I want to show you a few of the things that I modeled for him. There is his social media icons. I'm just gonna up. This is quite long. It's quite long. It's from here. It's quite long. Let's start with this one of DJ Tieska's logo burning in. You can see the background there is white. I mean, it's black, meaning I rendered it in PNG, and it's a very, very quick video. Actually, it's 3 seconds, as you can see, and it took me a very long time to render this. I call it a long time because, you know, I was as a journalist who is experienced in 3D modeling and animation, and I mean in audiovisual editing. Rendering for me, the slowest I will ever expect a computer to function when it's rendering. It would be an hour or 2 hours or 2.5 or 3 at most if it's a slow computer, and also depending on the kind of software that you're using. If you're using Premiere Pro, you know, of course there is a big difference between using Premiere Pro and Final Cut 7 and 10. And so rendering such things as this, open this first logo as I tell you what happened. It's actually very, very small. Let me just open another one, a bigger version of that. I think I've got it. So, but to what I was saying, it took me, here I'll just say, 36 hours to render this little thing, this little guy here. As you can see, it's actually been freezing. Let's have it. Oh, it's too fast. Let's have another one. So it took me 36 hours to render each and every one of these icons, and it was really, really, you know, 36 hours for all of this, 36 hours for this as well. And so my computer will start shutting down or will start freezing really badly, and I'll have to cold boot it in order to carry on with my work. And finally, inevitably, it just died down. So I think that really makes a good point when thinking about 3D modeling and animation insofar as the limitation of animation on mobile phone is concerned. So imagine doing this on your phone and you're animating stuff and your phone crashes. It will be really nasty. It will be really nasty. Yeah, very nasty. I will not recommend, if anyone comes up, I will not recommend anyone going for 3D modeling and animation software on phone because it will make your phone crash. That will be really nasty. So I'm just going to replay this again. That's how it looks. DJ Tieska's logo burning, and then Tieska Nation. Yeah, supercharging. So I'm going to get back to telling you a little bit about the software or applications that I've been using on my phone for 3D modeling and animation. After Space Draw, I wasn't doing so much modeling after that because phones have got limitations. At least at that time it had limitations. And also Space Draw has a premium version on Google Play Store. And given that I was a student at that time, I will not purchase Space Draw because you see it costs 2,000. This is for the full version, and this is Space Draw that I've installed right now. The one I had at that time, it's free, but it has in-app purchases, and it has a limitation where I don't know if they updated this, but it has a limitation where you would not be able to model much further after you reach 1000 vertices. But I looked at the models they had here, and they were really, really nice models, as you can see, highly detailed. This ones look like they have subdivision surface modifier and blend. The one compared similar the one in the computer softwares like Blender. Look at such nice images. These are actually the things that made me move forward to download Space Draw, believing that my potential was going to be realized with such nice, high detailed models. Little did I know that there is that limitation. And the software is really fantastic, really, really fantastic. Actually, this several of these models you can download from Space Draw's site. Just go online and look for. Let's have a look at that. Or the about. So you can go to spacedraw.com. Where is that? Just want to tell you something quite precise. So I'm gonna scroll down all the way to it. Yeah. So there, scullysoft.com slash quickstart.html. Yeah, you can start using SpaceDraw and follow the quick start tutorial, and you can get help and report bugs and suggest features and improvements at polycount.com slash forum slash shortthread.php ?t equals 3422, and you can get to download so many of the models that I've showed you here. The precise models that I downloaded are this nice tower, and I found this robot. I think I looked for it, but I just never had enough internet data to download that. And if you're a Kenyan, you will understand what I'm talking about when I say internet bundle. So this is how nice SpaceDraw looks. I would really, really want to make a tank and machines. If SpaceDraw will give me the free version, it will give me the ability to go and model such a nice thing as this, then why not? I mean, you should go for it. I can go for it and, export your models and work on them on the computer using any other different 3D modeling and animation software that you've got. Let's see the exporting features that it has, SpaceDraw. So where is it? Okay, I'm gonna be very patient. Change the view while drawing or modeling using Model Touch. I'll show you that in a moment. Up to 4 touch points in gyroscope and accelerometer. Toggle wireframe, shading, textures, lighting, X-ray, backface skull, hide objects, faces, and there is perspective or orthographic projection. We'll also have a look at that. And if you're using Blender from version 2.79 going downwards, you would realize that you have the perspective and orthographic projections as well, and you can use numpad 5 on your computer keyboard to alternate between perspective and orthographic projection. So SpaceDraw was really, and it really is still a very good 3D modeling application for the mobile phone. What I'm really interested in right now, what I want to see in the features, because I've never exported a model from 3D from SpaceDraw and imported it to my computer. So I want to see. Yeah, just remembered. If you want to export objects, you will have to have the updated version, if I'm not wrong. If I can remember. Oh yeah, so there is import and export OBJ files, including materials, textures, and normals. That's one of the features. I never noticed that they made it open source in this software. It's quite long since I last used this application, because I moved to Blender in 2017 after a long time of not doing any modeling and animation on phone. I just started working on Blender. Yeah, so that's it. That's Space Draw. If you want to know more about it, just go to Google Play Store and look for Space Draw, SPACEDRW by Scalisoft. The rating is really, let me see, I'm not, the rating is 3.8. Yeah, 3.8 is the rating, but the premium version, which goes for 1,100 Kenyan shillings, is 4.5 in terms of rating by users. So that's it. It's a really fantastic video. Now let's move on swiftly. I think the video's taken a very long time. Let's move on swiftly to sorry, to the next 3D modeling software that I just discovered in the internet recently. So just to make you understand, if you're a little bit curious about why I decided to do modeling on my phone again, it's because uh, my Mac, my MacBook just crashed. The motherboard short-circuited. It was just Core Duo MacBook, unibody, 500 GB of internal storage. I had an external storage of 1 TB and a mouse with a roller button at the middle of it, and I downloaded so many things, so many things, including other modeling softwares like Sculptrees, and I would experiment on them, and Maya as well, though I never got a license for it. So I just wanted to and I also just wanted to concentrate so much more on Blender. So that's why I did not get a license for Maya. But next time I will make sure to do that. So my computer, this is how my computer shut down. I was browsing, and I was rendering an animation about 250 frames. It was going to take a very long time, that I'm very sure of. And my computer, well, I was browsing, I was typing documents, and I was editing stuff on, I think it was Final Cut 7, and all that intensity was just so much for the computer, and it shut down, and it never turned on again. I tried to replace the motherboard, but I never found it, because that MacBook it is an old version. Okay, where is this software? I've talked so much trying to look for it so that I don't get bored while looking at my very, very wide menu of applications. Let's see. Okay, so it seems the other 3D application I've got is one I had opened when we started this video, Subdiv Form or FDF 3D. I'm gonna just get back to it. I thought I had so many applications downloaded for 3D modeling on my phone, because when I looked for Space Draw, I wanted to look for alternatives as well. In order to, let's just drag this down and see if I've got any on my notifications. So I wanted to see alternatives because of the limitation I had for Space Draw, 1,000 vertices at most, and you cannot go ahead with modeling thereafter. And I had a torso. I modeled only a torso of a muscular guy, and it got to 1,000 vertices. I was just very excited about it, but then I could not carry on, and so it was very demoralizing. So that's why I was looking for alternatives. Let's just quickly go to Subdiv Form. Subdiv Form. That's what happens when you open it. Just goes in, and it shows you this sphere or square that has been subdivided. Just going to turn on my auto rotate. Portrait lock was actually activated. Deactivated rather. So this is what happens when you open this software. You go and the viewport is really basic, really simple. You know, you can rotate it all the way that way, and this is the button that you use when you want to change the views like that. And if you want to bring it back to perspective, you use this little cube icon here to bring it back into perspective. And yeah, basically this is as much as I can show you for now. It's been 25 minutes of video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be analyzing this software and other mobile applications later in this channel. But for now, I've got to say thank you very much for watching. This is 3D Hero. My name is Razaki. Please subscribe and like and comment and share, ask questions as well, and feel free to also ask me questions and nudge me to move forward. You can also share ideas in the comment section. I'll be very glad to hear from you. So, thank you very much once again. Until next time, adios.